I'm Yogi Roth, and welcome back to the Pulse of College Football on Fox College Sports. And what a weekend it was. Started off with Oregon's trouncing of USC, a big-time upset. But we said it last week, if USC wanted to win and stop that Oregon offense, they had to tackle well in open spaces. And that did not happen Saturday night. On the other side, how about the Tennessee Volunteers beating South Carolina over the weekend? Right now, the offense for Tennessee is doing enough behind Jonathan Crawford to put a few points on the board. But that defense, that Monty Kiffin defense, is playing lights out. They've only given up 3 touchdowns in the past 12 quarters. Look out, with 4 games left, I think Tennessee might be going bowling come December. How about the Iowa Hawkeyes, proving they are the most mentally tough team in the country with their come-from-behind win over Indiana this past weekend. But Saturday, they've got Northwestern coming into town, and Northwestern had the lead at the half versus Penn State. So Iowa, if you want to stay undefeated and still have a chance to get to the title game, you cannot look ahead to Ohio State. And I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. I think it's going to be hard for you to go undefeated, but you've been impressing me with your mental toughness. We got about a month left in the season. Who's going to be in New York City posing for the Heisman come December? Well, number one, it's going to be Colt McCoy. He's playing better than any quarterback in the country, and he's got Texas poised to make a run at the national championship. Number 2, Timmy Tebow. Every single weekend, he's got that target on his chest as they are the defending national champions. And you've got to give him and his teammates credit for taking that challenge and every week responding. They're undefeated, and if they continue to do that, he's going to be sitting pretty in December in New York City. Number 3, my dark horse right now, and in my opinion, the best playmaker in the country. That's right, it's Golden Tate out of Notre Dame. Why? He has not only the strongest hands in the country, but he catches symmetrically. What does that mean? He's not left-hand dominant or right-hand dominant. He catches very symmetrical with both hands around the football. He's a keen ability to understand where the ball is going to land every single time it leaves Jimmy Clausen's arms. Right now, all he's doing is making plays and carrying the Fighting Irish. Look for him to be in New York City in December, and if he continues to play well in the last month, to make a major push to get that award. It doesn't really matter what's happened thus far, because you get remembered for what you do in November. And a game I'm looking towards this weekend is Ohio State at Penn State. Why? Quarterback Darrell Clark. His entire career, he has battled through adversity. He came out as a Prop 48 student coming out of high school. He bided his time at Penn State. And when he got his shot to be the quarterback there, he's blossomed. This weekend, if he can beat Ohio State, he will cement himself as one of the great quarterbacks in Penn State history. The next game I'm looking towards is LSU at Alabama. Why? Because these are 2 physical defenses. And if you watch LSU's defensive line, they don't have the stars of the past, but they rotate 5 different players. And if they can shut down that Alabama running game, it might be an upset Saturday night. How about Oregon at Stanford on Saturday? Can the Ducks handle the pressure that's associated with being in the top 10? If not, look out for Toby Gerhart and that Stanford offense to pound the football on Saturday. How about Kansas at Kansas State this weekend in a rivalry matchup? It's going to be a great game as that state loves their football. But I'll tell you what, if you haven't checked it out, take a peek and watch Daniel Thomas for the Kansas State Wildcats, one of the top athletes in the entire country you've probably never heard of. Another game I'm looking forward to is UConn at Cincinnati on Saturday. Why? Well, the last 2 weeks, playing with all the emotion the Huskies have had from the loss of their fallen teammate Jasper Howard, they've lost. And it's been a tough one against West Virginia and against Rutgers this past weekend. If they can finally put it all together, you might smell an upset on Saturday in Cincinnati. This weekend, I'm going to be in Boulder, Colorado, checking out the Buffaloes against the Texas A&M Aggies. Colorado, they're just trying to stay positive. A&M, they're trying to ride that wave ever since the embarrassing loss at Kansas State a few weeks ago. But I need to hear from you about all things college football. Polls, Heismans, players you like, coaches you hate, everything you can imagine via Twitter at Yogi Roth. Because we are coming to you every single week on the Pulse of College Football on Fox College Sports.
This is Fox College Sports.